A spreadsheet appears on the screen.
Hello, and welcome to the Basic CESS Workshop Section 7, Overview. In Section 7, we use Model Takeoff to estimate a garage project. We will estimate a single garage with metal panel siding, then build a sequence tab to review the costs by assembly. We will estimate a second garage with another type of exterior finish and compare the costs in the spreadsheet. It's recommended that you have completed sections 1 through 6 before attempting this section. A reminder to watch the recording for each activity all the way through before attempting the work yourself. I'll indicate when you are to stop the recording and perform the activity. Let's begin. In the same way an assembly is a collection of related items, a model is a collection of related assemblies. If you were to estimate a complete building by using assemblies for foundation, exterior walls, and roof, you would need to enter the length and width of the building in each assembly. In a model, you enter the building length and width once, and the model uses a single set of variables across all the required assemblies. Then the assemblies are run or generated all at once. Models also allow for a more robust system of user interface by providing larger text fields and graphic images to guide the estimator through the takeoff process. Access Model Takeoff through the icon on the toolbars just to the right of your assembly takeoff.
The Model Takeoff dialog box appears.
You'll see group folders, and by expanding the folders you'll see a list containing the model ID and the model description. You select a model with a click and then click the Interview button.
Right-hand side.
That launches the model. Double-click works as well.
The model form appears.
And note again that all methods of takeoff, including this powerful model takeoff feature, in the end simply generate items to the spreadsheet. This would be a good time to size the model window.
The instructor grabs the corner with the mouse and drags it.
When you have it in a viewing size and position that you like, hold down the Shift key, cancel, and then relaunch. And the pane should open in that same size and position for you. When the model interview opens, the model reference field will show a red exclamation point indicating a required field.
He clicks inside the field and types Garage 1.
The value you put in must be unique to your estimate. In the event you run the model more than once in your estimate, this unique model ID will keep your model separate in your spreadsheet. Note the larger placement of text information and an embedded graphic here.
He points out the text and graphics.
Checkboxes are used for yes/no questions and can lead you to additional fields that would be available with nested logic. The variable inputs themselves may again have minimums and maximums.
He highlights floor area.
The upper portion of the model is considered the interview. The values placed here are mapped to the lower portion of the model where the assemblies are kept. The variable values are returned in the assemblies and they're visible to you as you're using the model. These values may be edited if you choose to.
The instructor scrolls back to the top of the form.
When you feel your model is complete, you can use the Scan button, and Scan will search through your entries and see if there are any incomplete entries in your model.
He clicks on the scan icon in the top toolbar.
When you finish the model interview and reviewed your entries, you click OK and then close.
He clicks OK and close at the bottom of the pane.
You return to Model Takeoff and select Estimate now as the list source. Expand the folders and you'll see your model returned with a green dot, green for go. This means the model's ready to be generated. There are no errors.
Points out the model.
Models that contain an error or a missing required field will be indicated with a red dot. A red dot may also indicate that a model has been put on hold by a user and should not be generated. A model that's already been generated and the items have been moved to the spreadsheet shows a spreadsheet icon. To generate your model, select it, click the Generate button, middle right, and every available model that's ready to be generated would be listed here. You can select or deselect a particular model that you want to generate or not generate by clicking the box again here.
Clicks the box under Generate.
And when you've made your selections, you can click OK.
He clicks OK at the bottom of the dialog box.
The rows that will appear in the Generating Model pane are assemblies.
The assemblies began to generate in the white box. A bar underneath the assemblies show the progress with a growing blue bar. The assemblies continue to populate. The blue bar reaches the end. A box appears, Model Generation Complete.
And it's this process that adds the assemblies and the items to your spreadsheet. Click OK to the Model Generation Complete message, and you can now close Model Takeoff.
He clicks Close at the bottom of the box. A completed spreadsheet appears.
At any time, the model can be rerun. If you return to Model Takeoff, choose Source Estimate now, expand the models you've used in this particular estimate, select one, and click the Interview button again. This will open the interview dialog where you're able to edit, make changes, and regenerate your model.
The interview dialog box opens. The instructor clicks Close at the bottom of the box. This returns back to Model Takeoff.
Copy Interview can be used to copy an interview of any existing model and create an identical model interview from a previous model. This allows you to quickly make edits without having to re-enter all your variables. You can also delete any model from your estimate. It deletes the model interview itself and removes the items and assemblies from your spreadsheet.
He clicks Close at the bottom of the Model Takeoff dialog box. He clicks the X at the top right hand of the spreadsheet. This returns back to the main screen.
Activity 14, Garage Repair. We'll start by creating a CESS estimate. Find your region, your park, the other folder within your park, the CESS Workshop folder, and then your username.
Upper left side.
Right-click, thread through New, and Timberline Estimate.
The New Estimate dialog box appears.
The file name for Activity 14 will be Garage Repair.
He types Garage Repair in the first field.
And remember to select each of the red asterisks and complete any fields that have a yellow background.
On the left menu, the instructor clicks Main. In the Status drop-down menu, he selects Working. In the Estimator drop-down menu, he selects M. Kendall. He clicks Cover Page Headings. In the Line 1 field, the instructor enters Garage Project. He clicks Job Classification. In Location Number, he types 12345. In Park Alpha Code, he types AKRO. In Field 5, Work Order Type, he chooses Unknown from the drop-down menu. In Field 7, Database, he chooses CESS Data 16 from the drop-down menu. In Field 8, he chooses January 1, 2016. In Field 15, Site Number, he chooses PO15.
Make sure your Open Estimate and Timberline Estimating box is checked. Click Finish.
The instructor clicks Finish. And box pops up that reads, "Please wait, creating estimate, 1 moment please." A bar shows the progress. The garage repair estimate spreadsheet appears.
From your new estimate, click Model Takeoff, expand the list, and choose M1209 Garage Repair. Click Interview.
The interview form dialog box appears.
For your model reference, type 3 Vehicle Garage Metal Panel. And set your variables to these settings. Uncheck the Enter area. This will allow you to put in a length and width as opposed to just the completed square foot.
Under Enter Building Dimension, he unchecks the Enter Area box.
Length would be 50. Width will be 30. Wall type 4 for the metal panel. Story height 14. Windows 7. Partition height 10. 50 for the density. We'll use 30, 3000, and 2 interior doors.
He scrolls back up the page. He clicks the scan icon in the top toolbar.
Click your scan button here to review the entries. You should get a No Incomplete Entries Found message. Click OK to that. Click OK bottom right to your model interview.
Once he clicks OK, a progress bar begins to load in the lower right-hand corner of the pane.
Then click Close.
The Model Takeoff dialog box appears.
For Model Takeoff, change the source to Estimate. Expand the folders. Find your 3 Vehicle Garage Metal Panel model. Click Generate. Click OK.
Under Generating Models in the white box, the text, Generating M1029 Garage Repair, appears. The models begin populating under the text. A bar underneath the white box tracks the progress. The models continue to populate in the box.
Click OK to your Model Complete message, and click Close, and Close, and return to your spreadsheet where your model items are present. Pause the recording and complete Activity 14. Activity 15. Review the model and assembly costs. Here we'll change a sequence tab so we can sort our spreadsheet by model and assembly. Find your sequence tabs at the bottom of your spreadsheet and double click. This will be a double click on the Location Phase tab.
He clicks on the Location Phase tab at the bottom.
This opens up the dialog where you control your spreadsheet sequences. We'll take location and phase and remove them using the less than button here. Once to remove the face, click again to remove the location, and then add assembly and Model to the element list.
Greater than button.
Position Model by using the priority buttons here so that Model's on top, Assembly's underneath. Notice that the tab name is a concatenation of the element names. It's possible to create a sequence tab that will contain up to 10 elements, and in those cases the tab name can be quite long, so the software allows you to rename a tab should you choose to do that. We'll stay with our model assembly name for now. Click OK once to accept the change, and then OK again to allow the spreadsheet to recalculate overline totals for your new spreadsheet sequence.
A progress bar appears for recalculating the estimate.
The tab will now appear with the model assembly name, and note that you are now sequenced by the 3-vehicle garage metal pane model and the corresponding assemblies. Use the minus sign to collapse and roll the items up into their assemblies.
Top toolbar.
You can lock a column here and verify the spreadsheet's assembly costs as you scroll down.
He right-clicks on the quantity column and clicks lock column. He clicks on the total cost per unit column and expands the column by dragging with the mouse.
At any time in the process, you can right-click and use the review assembly features that we did in section 6.
He right-clicks on a random assembly.
And you can redo any of the assemblies that you want to just from the spreadsheet.
He clicks cancel in the lower right pane. He then clicks close in the lower right pane.
Pause the recording and complete activity 15. Activity 16. Compare the costs of using the same garage. This time we'll have an exterior stucco finish in lieu of the metal panel. And to do this, we'll use the copy interview feature. So return to Model Takeoff, choose Estimate as the source, expand the list, choose your 3-vehicle garage model, and then click Copy Interview.
The interview form dialog box appears.
We'll enter a new unique model reference.
The instructor enters 3-vehicle garage into the model reference field.
The same 3-vehicle garage, but this time with stucco on wood frame.
He adds stucco on wood frame to the model reference.
We'll make one change on the exterior wall type.
Under building details.
From a 4, we'll change it to the 3 stucco on wood frame.
Under exterior wall type, he enters a 3.
Everything else will stay the same. We click OK.
Once he clicks OK, a progress bar begins to load in the lower right-hand corner of the pane.
Then close.
He clicks close in the lower right of the pane.
Select the new garage with stucco on wood frame. Click Generate.
The Generate Models box appears. Under Generating Models in the white box, the text, Generating M1029 Garage Repair, appears. The models began populating under the text. A bar underneath the white box tracks the progress. The models continue to populate in the box.
Clear the complete message. Click Close to Generate Models, Close to Model Takeoff, and then click the Collapse button, the yellow negative sign just to the left of the binoculars.
The spreadsheet collapses.
And here you can easily compare the construction costs of each garage type.
Last column labeled total amount.
Pause the recording and complete activity 16.